Okay, I am not going to rush, but I really think I can do a decent video on percent change to get you ready for the percent and percent error quiz in under 4 minutes. So here I go. First, a quick review of what percent means. Percent means for every, that's the per part, 100. That's the cent part, right? There's 100 centimeters in a meter. So anyway, percent means for every 100. So it's a way to take some number and compare it to 100. So strictly speaking then, I mean, I guess not strictly, just speaking in general, percentage is a fraction. So just as an example, say 25% means 25 out of 100. Okay, so what would a calculator say percent is? Well, just to go with my example up here, my 25%, if I punch 25 divided by 100 into a calculator, what I'm going to get is 0.25. So all three of these things in my mind are the same. 25% is the same thing as 25 over 100, and it's the same thing as 0.25. When people tend to think of percentages, though, they tend to probably think of just 25% like this, although all three of these are the same. So I made up a problem, and here's the easy formula to figure out percent change. I'm just going to do this problem with this little equation, and that'll pretty much be it. So let me read this. It says, forecasters say we normally get 12 centimeters of rain in September. I just made that up. I don't know what it really is. But this year, we're going to get 50% more than normal. How much rainfall are forecasters expecting? So looking at my easy equation here, the original amount, that's going to be what we normally get. That's going to be the 12 centimeters. So I'm going to put a 12 here, and I'm going to leave the units off. And we're going to get more than normal. We're getting more rain than normal. So I'm going to use the plus here. If it was less than normal, I'd use the minus. And then, let me clear myself some space here. Let me read you this though. Percent times the original amount. So using a calculator, go with the decimal form. So 50%, remember, means 50 out of 100. If you punch that into a calculator, you get 0.5. So 0.5 is how I would probably put this, or definitely how I would do this on the calculator. So I'll erase this stuff to give myself some room here. That's good enough. And so my percent here was 0.5, 0.5, 50% times, and then here's the original amount again, my 12 centimeters. So I really don't even need a calculator for this one. Apparently I use pretty easy numbers. But 0.5 times 12, that's 6. Bring down my 12 and my plus here. So that's going to be 18. And then my units were centimeters. So if we normally get 12 centimeters of rain, and we're expecting 50% more, we're going to go 12 plus half of 12, and we wind up with 18 centimeters. So that's how you solve the percent change problem on my percent and percent error quiz. If I were a math teacher, I could probably give you the percentages, and I could ask you to figure out what the original amount was if I gave you the final amount, but I don't feel like that's part of my goal for this quiz. I just want you to be able to calculate the percent change. So there you go. Under 4 minutes, that is how you calculate percent change.